So the question is, are we going to see a mass exodus from YouTube? You look at Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan was offered a multi-year deal, 100 million, to move over to Spotify. And let's face it, folks, all the YouTubers are tired of the censorship. They're tired of the First Amendment being being infringed on by these big companies like Google and YouTube. They're going to other platforms where they can have a voice. Just like it's intended in our country and our First Amendment, the freedom of speech. And if everyone leaves these platforms, quite frankly, they're going to go under. No one's going to watch, and because there ain't going to be anybody on there. That's why I'm on other platforms too, is because of this very thing that's going on, this mass exodus of YouTube. YouTubers leaving, and even going to other platforms or even other platforms that are cracking down on censorship, like Facebook. So Facebook and YouTube, people are just mass exiting. They're leaving. They're going to all other sorts of different social medias or other media platforms. So I'd love to get your thoughts, your opinions. What do you think? And this is gonna hurt. This is gonna hurt YouTube, but this is a good thing for Spotify. They're getting one of the biggest podcasters in the world. So Joe Rogan is. If you haven't listened to any of his podcasts, it's pretty amazing. It's awesome. I enjoy listening to his podcast. He actually inspired me to get back into podcasting again, and this time to keep it going and to ramp it up. Eventually I'm going to get a microphone and get back into get me a little desk, a little area for my computer and my camera and my microphone and stuff, and bring video podcasting back to each and every one of you. Now I do have audio podcasts because there's platforms that I'm on that I can't do video right now, so those are strictly audio. So you can find me in a lot of places in the Live Better, the Jason Beck Show that you have known on YouTube. Unfortunately, that is kind of changed or on YouTube because of the censorship and stuff. But so I've moved to other podcast platforms, that you can find me at, and it's all in the description block below where you can find the Live Better, the Jason Beck Show, and follow me on there. There's going to be I'm not going to have to worry about the censorship and my First Amendment right being infringed on. So no, I'm not a huge podcaster right now. I'm not a huge YouTuber right now, but that doesn't really matter to me. What matters to me is making sure that your opinion matters and making sure I can be a voice for each and every one of you and be able to share what's going on in this world and talk about it, and be a big family together. That's what it's about, being part of the Jason Beck Show family. You're part of this family, you know. And I've done other things that I've dabbled in, as far as like motivation and stuff, and I'm going to keep that because I feel that's important. My weekly sermons, those are going to be moved to an audio podcast separate because I don't want too much confusion on the Jason Beck Show channel. But I'll continue to go ahead and bring you all motivation because I feel that's important also. But also continue the Jason Beck Show, as well on here. Now the Live Better, the Jason Beck Show, that's going to be strictly audio podcast. But on here it's going to be the Jason Beck Show. But I haven't changed it in the search engine, so you'd still find me as the Live Better, the Jason Beck Show here on YouTube. So But anyways, I don't want to take too much of your time, so I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of the Live Better, the Jason Beck Show, and really love to just hear your thoughts. What do you think? What do you think of what's going on? Joe Rogan, what are your thoughts there? Him going to Spotify? Do you see this could be the catalyst to a continuance of a mass exodus? Because we've already seen other top YouTubers leave as well too. So, all right, that's it for now. I'll catch you all in the next podcast show. I'm your host, Jason Beck, and I will catch you all later.